watched Hull play Huddersfield. Obviously had a look, they've had a couple of good wins. They're a very experienced side, but I keep reverting back to what we need to do and keep improving. Obviously last week there, it's certainly as a coach and as a squad, we weren't happy whatsoever in some of our defensive deficiencies. People coming out of the systems or not, I suppose doing their job, I suppose. But we had a real good chat about it. Obviously, again, it's about, we did have a rotation there or a change in that right edge. So obviously we've got to improve that area there. But across the board, I think as a team we need to improve. It wasn't good enough, and it's not the standard that we expect. Obviously, Albert Kelly come back there last week. I know he's a very good run threat. Sneed, obviously, with his ability to get the team around. So, as I mentioned before, they've got some good strike. They're playing some good football. Westerman in the middle, they are playing some good football. But I go back to we need to concentrate on what we need to do well. Last week, Jack pulled out on the captain's run there, so we were unable to use him. Carl has got that experience with the team, so very important. In particular in the games where you're playing a Hull FC that's got a lot of experienced players there, that we've just got to hold our nerve, have that composure at times when things maybe not going the way that we should or want it to be. Jack, I thought was, St Helens game was pretty special. Tui done a tremendous job at the back there on the weekend, but having Tui back at the halves, having Jack at the back, probably gives us a little bit more strike. It's been a couple of games, or 3 games in particular there, where we've just conceded points in our first time there trying to defend our line. So it certainly gives us a real good focus point. And that's what, I've said it from day one there, just looking at this team to improve. We need to learn from those moments. In particular there, that's the start of the second half there last week against Wakefield. Like, it just, if we're going to be in a situation where we're having, some poor errors, we're going to put pressure on ourselves. The good thing, like I always take a positive out of it, that we defended those errors, which was great. But as a team, it's not about confidence. It's about what we do during the week and making sure that we take that out on the field. And that's probably, we've shown in certain areas. We've shown in obviously in our attack that the stuff that we're working on, or the areas we're working on in our attack and training there, it's transferring to the game. So we need to obviously do that in defence as well.